Hi, it's Louis Van Copenhagen here, and today I've had a question about Centrelink's gifting rules. Now, if you're a person who is upset that you're not receiving a full Centrelink pension, or is upset because you're being charged additional aged care fees, well then a question which I commonly get is, well, what happens if I just give my money away and then I've got less money that Centrelink can assess me on? So before I get into an explanation, here's a legal disclaimer for you saying that everything I'm talking about today is general advice only. It hasn't taken into account your personal circumstances. So Centrelink's point of view is that they're not going to penalise people for giving their money away, but what they're not going to do, they're not going to reward people for giving their money away. So if you're currently receiving a partial pension, Centrelink isn't going to give you a higher amount of pension just because you go ahead and give your money away. Centrelink do have a limit as to how much is an acceptable amount to give, and those rules are that you can give $10,000 away in a financial year up to a maximum of $30,000 over a 5-year period. That amount is fine. You can do that and you'll see a small increase in your pension if you're in that circumstance. But any gift that's beyond that, you get to the point where Centrelink say, oh, you're kind of just throwing your money away here. We're not going to reward you with more pension just for giving your money away. Or we're not going to reduce your aged care fees just because you've given that money away. Now the funny thing is, they don't apply the same thing to if you just spend that money frivolously. So if you spend that money on goods or services, like if you go on some really flash holidays, buy nice clothing, do some renovations on your home, you're perfectly entitled to do that. And as your assets reduce as a result of your spending, Centrelink will say, okay, you've got less assets, you're spending your money in retirement, we will give you more pension. But as soon as you say that you're giving that money to another person, that's where they say, oh, you're giving away too much. We're going to log on your file a certain amount of money as what we call a deprived asset. So if you're looking for creative ways to rid yourselves of money, there's not too many ways to do it, but you need to be aware of what the Centrelink rules are for how you can spend your money in ways that you are entitled to do so. That's all from me today. I'm Louis Van Copenhagen.